Hey there guys and gals, Melodic Symphony here, and today we're going to be playing some more of The Roommates. I love this series, so I'm not going to waste any time. We're just going to get right to it, and my little dog's right here, just chilling next to me. We're going to have some good times. Come here, puppy. Let's go. Sorry, I had to shift over. My dog's now sitting on my lap. Yes, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. It's nice sometimes to just relax in the common room with a book. Sally's here reading too. Don't mind me, ladies. I gotta get some stuff out of my van. I'll just be back and forth a couple times. Oh, no problem. Sally looks out after him as he goes to the van. I can't help but wonder about it too. So, have you ever heard his band? Well, no, not his actual band. Yeah, me neither. Hey, we should see if we can go along. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I've never had the chance to see a real band practice before. Don't know if we should intrude, though. Maybe we should just let it go? Where's the fun in that? Come on, put your stuff away and we'll just ask. Max comes in and out a few more times while we clean up our things. Okay, that's about it. I'm out, ladies. Make sure Dominic knows not to call the cops if I get home late, okay? Actually, Max, we had an idea. Would you mind if we came along with you? We've never seen a band practicing like this before. We thought it'd be nice. Hey, listen, the guys are always happy to show off for a beautiful lady, so I'm fine if you two want to show up. Does one of you have a car you can follow in? I don't actually own a car. This town's pretty well laid out for college students. Honestly, I only know a few people who even have cars. I think Dominic has one for going to meetings. I know I don't have a car. Oh crap, that's a problem. I only have enough room in the van for one. Well, we hadn't thought of that. Yeah, that sucks. How will we decide who goes first? Who goes, sorry. I don't know. Is naked mud wrestling off the table? Stop that, Max. What do you think, Anne? I don't know if I want to hurt Sally's feelings by insisting. I mean, I am pretty interested. Still, I could always back out. Well. So, this is the one that... The storyline for this event is literally not that interesting, actually. I went through it on my own time, and... Unless you're doing Max's ending, no one cares. I mean... I don't know how else to... God, well, if you're gonna freak out, get down then. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to my dog. Yeah, you having fun over there? Okay. I'm so sorry. I am spacing out so much today. But yeah, this event wasn't particularly the most interesting. I'm going to do it anyways, so you guys can see, but it's not needed for Dominic's ending. Because I know last time I didn't do it, but this time I'll do it. Hey, shouldn't I get a say in this? No, you'll disrupt the harmony. Oh my god. We were having a nice time reading here until you came down with your exciting opportunities and disrupted the balance. What? I think I'll leave it up to you, man. Sally leans in to whisper to me. I didn't want you to freak out, but I did an aura reading the other week. You came out very balanced. I think you would make a good judge. I don't know about all that, but, I guess? I'm so sorry. Ignore my dogs coming in and out. I'm so sorry. Because it says ask to go, but she doesn't ask to go. Come on. Oh, she does ask. I don't remember reading that last time. What? Oh, I guess I skipped 2 on accident last time. Okay, wow, that was scary. Would it be okay if I went along this time? Of course, I'll hang out here and make sure Dominic doesn't call the cops on you. Thank you, Sally. Tell me about it when you get back, okay? Okay. Thanks, Sally. We should get going, Anne. We hustle out to his van and start driving off towards the city proper. It's only about a 20-minute drive before we pull up to the side of a bar called the Talking Rock Tavern. Here we go. Let's go unload. There's kind of a lot of stuff in here. Should I help or... Sure, grab something and we'll head in. Whoa, what's this now? I know I brought you on this thing to get the babes, Max. I just didn't think you'd start so early. Memphis, bro, it's been a long time. Also, who brought who onto this thing, you glory-stealing son of a bitch? The two of them hug and shake hands. Memphis, Anne, one of my roommates. She wants to come see how a real band shreds it up. And Memphis, my best bud and the best bassist I've ever heard. Pleasure's all mine, my dear. Come... What? Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not... I read, like, both the lines at the same time. Come leave that heavy lifting to the pack beast. The pack beast. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I've only been through this once, so... this is all still fairly new for me. Come leave that heavy lifting to the pack beast, and I'll show you our accommodations. Memphis offers me an arm. I can feel my cheeks getting red. He is definitely quite the gentleman. He's even pretty cute. Oh, okay. Whoa! Get back here, you jackass. Ignore him, my dear. Come in, come in. Whoa, okay. Yeah, this is something I noticed last time, but I didn't want to point out. That smile is slightly creepy. Ignore him, my dear. Come in, come in. And he just has this, like, this creepy smile. And that's so weird. This is our practice space. The owner, Gaz, lets us use it before he opens up for the night. We can get you some water if you like, but no touching the alcohol. Oh, I wasn't going to. Don't worry about it. Honestly, there's not much else here to show you. You can see the stage for yourself. That's our drummer, Slim, banging away up there. Sitting on the stage is a guy in a gray hoodie sweatshirt, idly playing the drums. You play bass, right? You got it, little lady. I'm also the creative force behind this band. I thought Max wrote your songs. Is that what that jackass told you? He couldn't write his way out of a paper bag. No, we hired him to stand there looking sexy. And to make us sound better by comparison. Max always said he started this band. We started it together, honestly. We've been fighting about whose idea was since after we played our second chord together. Hey, where's Jerry? He said he'd be late. You know how he is. Max looks rather disgusted, but continues hauling things in from the van. Jerry's our other guitarist. He's a bit of a slacker, and that's saying something coming from me. Memphis is actually pretty charming. I'm surprised he's being so nice to me. I always thought rockers like this hated when girls invaded their space. He takes me over to meet the drummer Slim while Max finishes unloading. Imagine my surprise when I find out Slim is a she. I can barely speak. I'm so embarrassed that I thought she was a guy. Luckily, she's also pretty nice, and before I know it, Max is setting up the stage. I get out of the way so I don't mess anything up. Finally, another guy comes in, and yes, I made sure I was right this time. The others greet him as Jerry. Always just in time to start, you dick. Come on, get up here. I'm gonna start without you. Jerry doesn't say anything, just hops up onto the stage and quickly sets up. Alright, everyone, I assume you've met Anne. She'll be watching us practice for tonight. Which means we'll play like we play for an audience. God damn awesome. And he has that creepy smile again. Get out of here. God. Ugh, I smile so creepy. They immediately begin playing some of the songs. It's my first time hearing them in their full glory, as opposed to just on Max's guitar. He's got a great sound, and his band is really fun. They run through a few songs really quickly. I guess they know them pretty well. I clap when they finish, but it's a bit embarrassing to be the only one there. After that, they start working on what must be new stuff, because there are a lot of stops and starts. When they stop, they discuss a lot of things I don't necessarily understand. Max will talk with the bassist about what time they should be in. Jerry sometimes chimes in with a suggestion for keys. Max and Memphis argue like brothers about which words sound better. Yeah, that sounds like a normal band practice for a rock band. Actually, that actually makes... Oh, that's pretty much the same. And I'm assuming tempo is going to be Slim? It's fascinating to watch. Even if I don't get everything they're talking about. Oh, even if I don't get everything they're talking about. It's fascinating to see a group collaborating on something great like this. A few more songs later and Max calls it good. Good work, everyone. Let's get this place cleaned up and call it a night. Jerry, you were late. Ass slacker. What? Ass slacker? What kind of... Hey, you. Ass slacker. Start hauling the crap. What kind of a taunt is that? I apologize. Max and Memphis go off to a corner to talk for a bit, while Slim starts undoing her drum kit. I have to admit, I feel a little bad about not helping earlier. Without saying anything, I start helping Jerry load the gear into the van. To be honest, Max loaded his stuff in so haphazardly when we came down here. Sorry. To be honest, Max loaded his stuff so... This sentence is very confusing to my brain. What? To be honest, Max loaded his stuff in so haphazardly when we came down here. It's nice just to get it all organized. I am so sorry. I do not know why that sentence confused my brain. Oh my god. When we finished... Oh my god. I'm gonna take a quick breather. When we finish, Jerry gives an approving nod and shakes my hand before going off. We ready, Ed? Yeah, I think we've got everything. Alright. Later, you guys. We hop into the van and make our way home. Thanks for having me along, Max. I really liked it. No problem. I like having you here, too. You know. Good job in the back, by the way. Thanks. I, wanted to organize it a bit. I appreciate it. Memphis wasn't too hard on you, was he? Oh, no. He was every bit the gentleman. I was surprised that he does most of the creative work. You always seem to be working so hard in your room. Is that what that bastard told you? I'm gonna punch that dick. I'm gonna punch that dick. These threats, though, man. Oh, God. I'm gonna punch that dick. I write most of the music for our songs. I'm not a very good lyricist, though, so he does a lot of writing the words. Oh, I'm sorry. What did he tell you? That you were hired to look sexy? Well, that's pretty damn true. You'll have to come see me next time I have a real show. I'd like you to be in the audience for that. Definitely. We both laugh at what Memphis said as we make our way back to Latin House. I'm gonna punch that dick. What? Oh my god. I don't get these threats. I was gonna take a sip of my drink too, dang it. This will not stand, do you hear me? I guess someone's upset Dominic again. I wish that was less common around here. I wonder what'll happen this time. I poke my head around the corner to see Dominic yelling at Isabel and Rakesh. What is this crap? You've all known about the inspection tomorrow for 2 weeks now. Am I just talking to myself at the meetings? Well, to be honest, yeah. I agree that you may be speaking more to yourself than us. Will you two shut up and clean this travesty? Hey, I had things to do tonight. But we worked so hard to arrange the room properly. Isabella, your plans? Cancelled. Effective immediately. Rakesh, you'll be damn lucky if I can convince him that all the paint around here is for an art class. This is all besides the point. Mouths shut. Commence cleaning. Wow, I've never seen Dominic this mad before. He did warn us about dorm inspection happening early morning tomorrow. Oh, he did warn us about the dorm inspection happening early morning tomorrow. Even Max managed to shove all of his stuff into his closet. I'm not sure what kept Isabella. I guess I could offer to help them clean. Though they probably just think I was being a busybody. Maybe I should just stay out of it? I'm trying to remember, like, if you don't do this one, can you... Was there an option to help out Dominic? No, I'm just being helpful. Do you need help out here? They need all the help they can get. Oh, yeah. Okay. We do need to do this one. I remember. Well, I don't mind lending a hand. Looking more closely at what Dominic had been yelling about, it looks like a giant shrine has been built in the study nook. All of the study books are strewn about, some with candles on them. Jeez. Set above everything else on a stack of books is a blown-up picture of Dominic with the dorm rules stapled to it. It's a really elaborate shrine. Test papers are strewn about with very colorful streamers and the banners that say, "Keep your grades up." I'm just imagining this in my head and how bad this has to look. It's incredibly messy, but must have taken them a while to do. What the heck is bumping around? Oh, my dog's under my table and it's tugging at the cord. I always hold the cord to my microphone in my left hand when I'm not doing anything with it, and it was getting tugged by my dog. Get out of there. Here we go. It's incredibly messy, but it must have taken them a while to do. Do you see this mess they've made? Isabella's laughing behind a hand. I have to admit, it's a little funny. Yeah. Look, I've got to go over the rest of the place. You guys just get this damn room clean. Isabella said he would... What? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Isabella said he would appreciate it. Oh, Rakesh. I know, right? Who listens to me? Come on, guys. Let's get this cleaned up. We don't want the housing authority to kick us out or something. With 3 of us there, it's not really the most daunting task. Once all the candles are out, we get everything stripped down. Finally, it's just 5 garbage bags of things to go out, and the giant stack of all the books. Oh my god. Probably gonna take another hour just to get all the books put away in their proper place. Looks like we've just about done it. Just the books in the trash. Rakesh, you take the trash. Isabella, you put the books away. Well, that seems fair. Who will you help out, Anne? I want to help Rakesh with the trash this time. Only because of this. And just follow me. Oh, wait, no. I'll be helping... Oh, it doesn't matter who I go with, because I will be helping out Rakesh with the trash on his playthrough. Well, this is interesting because I don't know which one to do now, because I will be helping him with the trash on his playthrough. At least I assume so. And I assume... I hope this doesn't hurt Isabella's opinion of me. I'll help out Rakesh. What? And leave me with all this to myself? That is so not fair. Come on, Isabella. You help make the mess. Do your part to clean it up. Isabella grumbles, but Rakesh and I take up the trash bags and and get them out the door. It's a bit awkward for me trying to carry the giant picture and my share of the trash bags. I'm a little slow. Rakesh waits for me, though, and makes sure nothing drops. Oh, he waits for you. Yep, that's where the sass is going to come in. Thank you very much, Anne. You did not have to help us, you know. Oh, I know, but I thought it would be the nice thing to do. Yes, it was definitely a very nice thing to do for us. I appreciate it greatly. Rakesh puts a hand on my shoulder, giving me a wide grin. You have done much for me, friend, and I think this time you have saved me from a great deal of trouble. Well, that's what friends are for. I can feel myself blushing a little. That is very true. I will work to repay the favor someday. Oh, that isn't necessary. Of course it is. We argue good-naturedly about it for a bit before going back in to help Isabella finish off the last of the books. I think we cleaned up pretty well. So that's what my tuition money is being used for. I guess I'm impressed, but I wish there were more streamers. I always wonder, what are the streamers for when she says that? And I'm going to take a sip of my drink before anything else happens. There we go. Sorry about that. It was an awkward silence. Today is the day. I've been waiting for the book sale down at the university store ever since... Oh, I'm so sorry. I just kicked my microphone. I'm so sorry. I've been waiting for the book sale down at the university store ever since I saw the flyer 2 weeks ago. This is going to be a fantastic sale. I'd be stupid to not take advantage. I'd even got my extra large reusable shopping bags. Unfortunately, I've been too busy learning the bus routes yet. I've been too busy to learn the bus routes yet. Hopefully Dominic will know. Luckily, he's at the dining room table. Do you know which bus goes by the downtown bookstore, Dominic? What? The 27, I think. Why? Yeah, what's up at the bookstore? Oh, Max, I didn't see you there. It's a big sale today. Great chance to pick up books on the cheap. Thanks for the info. Head out the door to hopefully get to the bus stop in time. And wait! Heck yeah, I'm playing this event. Yes? Seriously, it's okay. I've got a car. I can take you. It's gotta be better than lugging your belongings on a bus. Yeah, I've got a van. It's no big deal to take you down. Plenty of room in the back for all the books you can carry. Or you can go with someone who might actually appreciate the books you're looking at. And he winks. I just not noticed he winked during that one. Or you can ride with someone who hasn't named the stick up their ass because they're thinking of introducing it to their parents. Oh, the sass. Damn. Oh, it's really not a big deal. I'm fine with taking the bus. Really. And please, we're your friends. Let me give you a ride. It's fine. I agree. Let me give you a ride down. It'll be great. I don't know if they're fighting over me or just fighting each other. Either way, I have to admit it'd be a whole lot easier to deal with my books in a car. Are you sure it's not an inconvenience? Definitely not. Now that I know about the sale, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I won't lie. It's nice having boys throw themselves at me. I'd feel bad about taking advantage of it, but they seem so insistent. And it really is more convenient. I guess I should go with one of them, but which one? Boop, boop. Wow. Well, okay, Dominic, since you insist. Excellent, let me bring my car around and we'll head out. Max looks a little disappointed, but I think it might be more because he lost to Dominic than anything else. He shrugs and goes back into the kitchen. I wave goodbye anyway and head out to meet up with Dominic. So, what are you looking to buy? Well, obviously I got all my books for this quarter, but I'm thinking of getting myself set up for next quarter. I knew you're a good planner, Anne. It's a really good idea. Like I said, now that I know about the sale, there are some books I'm looking forward to grabbing myself. We chat about the differences in our course loads. Dominic's got a lot of really heavy classes, being on track to his master's degree. Once we get to the bookstore, we both go out into shopping mode. Dominic's almost as into it as I am. Both of us hunt through the store looking for good deals on good books. Ooh, this will be a big help for you next quarter if you have Professor Tillman. Excellent. Oh, is this a book you needed for your abstract algebra? Perfect. Dominic and I make our way through the crowded store with efficient ease. Now that we know more about each other's curriculum goals, it's easy to be on the lookout for books the other needs. We've actually talked very little except to tell each other about a book we found. Before I know it, we're back in the car and on our way back home. My 3 bags are full, and Dominic's just picked up a bag of his own. Thanks for bringing me, Dominic. It was really efficient. I think we picked that place clean in record time. It was my pleasure, Anne. I think you're definitely going to be set for the coming quarter, and probably the next several quarters at that. Definitely. I had fun, Dominic. Oh, yeah. I did, too. I'm glad you told me about this, Anne. We'll, have to do something like this again sometime. Well, he definitely seems pleased, though I think he's more pleased that I'm being such a good student than anything else. Oh, well. I've got a ton of new books to go through, and I didn't break the bank at the sale. Woot. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to get books we go. Wow, I can't believe it's already Halloween. I've been so busy with classes, I've barely had time to even think about Halloween. Isabella told me about this party 2 weeks ago, but I hadn't even thought about it until a couple days ago. Hey, Anne, you ready yet? Come on. We've got to get there by 8. I can't do it. What? Come on, Anne. What's the problem? I just don't know if I can. How can I? What happened? I didn't get to the costume store until last night. This is all I had left. I can't wear this. Isabella looks at the costume hanging on a hook from my closet and just laughs. Oh, honey, you have to wear that. I mean, you have to. No way. You can't ask me to do that. Come on. How are you going to break out of that shell if you never put yourself out there? Trust me. If you want an icebreaker, that costume will break the ice and their brains. They see you in that, and there'll be putty in your hands. Ugh, I can't. Look, I don't have time to argue with you, hun. You should do it. Meanwhile, I'm going to call Chad and let him know I'm on my way. I'm out in 5 minutes, so don't be late, okay? Isabella leaves, dialing her cell phone. I can't believe I waited until the last minute to pick out an outfit. I don't know if I can stand being seen like this. And Isabella's teasing me already, saying that I'll have people being putty in my hands? Sheesh. I guess I might look okay in it. I just don't know. This is the Halloween event. This is a really long one. I don't think Dominic was involved in this one. Sorry. Should we do this one? I know you guys can't respond. I'm just asking myself. You can just go look at my other one, I suppose, if you want to see it. It's probably going to be the same exact thing. But, I like doing the voice. I'll do it. No. I'm sick of always being the shrinking violet. It's Halloween. The one night of the year you can be someone you're not. And I'm not going to miss that opportunity. No one's forcing me to go out. Going on my own goodwill is a good step. Of course I say that, but I still get dressed as quickly as possible before I have time to chicken out. What the? Oh, I am so sorry. My Skype notifications. Please, guys, pretend that never happened. Oh, God. I should have been on... I fixed it. I'm so sorry. I should have been on busy. I am so sorry. A few rushed moments later, I'm standing in the front of the house with Isabella. Come on. Come on. I clicked on it. Yeah, I'll do this event, yeah. I was having second thoughts about doing this event, but I'll do it. Hey. Ooh, that looks exactly as good as I imagined it would. You would definitely do that costume justice, girl. Stop, yours looks way better than mine. I got mine at the last minute. Oh no, hun, trust me. Tonight, we won't be letting anything stop us. Between the two of us, I'll be surprised if they don't knock the house down trying to get with us. Oh, good? Very good. Now, if only the others would show up, we can get going. As called, I am here. Oh, you dog, you. No, wolf, Isabella. I'm a wolf. It's a saying, Rakesh. Your fur is so luxurious, Rakesh. Where did you get that outfit? I don't think I should say. People look down on scavenging, yes? Yeah, you probably shouldn't tell us. What about Max? This is his kind of thing, right? Wow, I can't believe you're still in denial, Anne. That is very strange of you, Anne. Very disrespectful. What? What are you talking about? I mean, I know Max only just died Friday in that accident downtown, but you should still know better. What are you... What? I don't... He didn't. I thought I saw him. I mean, he's still alive. Look, we're all devastated, Anne. That's no excuse for being rude. I'm trying to take you to a party for some fun. We need to get our minds off this tragedy. This is crazy. Max can't be dead. I saw him on Thursday. I can see this won't be resolved until I help you move past this. Fine. As an undead creature of the night, I know a few things about the dead. Wait, you're what? Hush now, Anne. Thank you, Rakesh. You slaughtered the goat earlier, right? This is like exactly last time I realized that they were role-playing. And this is about when I realized that they were assholes. That's such a mean thing to pull on someone. Of course. You what? I don't even think that's real Latin or anything. Like, I really don't think that's real Latin. I should look that up, but whatever. It is done. I hope you're happy with yourself, Anne. Happy with what? How can Max be dead? Well, I suppose he's not technically as dead anymore. What? Isn't that right, Max? I suddenly feel arms around my waist. Brains! Ah! Again, my, surprised reactions are top-notch. Ah! Oh! Ugh! Ah! Ah! And stop! Ah! It's just all That's all the last 10 seconds have been is everyone is laughing at me as I punch Max in the stomach and stomp on his foot. Stop! Stop, it's fine. I know it's fine. You guys are terrible. I can't believe you. Is everyone else dead too? I'll put them back in the grave they came from. Bring it on. So worth it. This is it. Dominic's hanging... Should I stay back to hand out candy with Dominic? I actually think that might be something. Like, Well, too late now. Shit. Dang it. Well, I didn't know. I might, I will go back and see if it is with Dominic. So, I'll go back and check out to see if staying at home would have been more points with Dominic. And if it's more points with Dominic, I'll just add it to the ending of this one. And, yeah, but for now, let's go. Oh, I didn't even read this one yet. This is it. Dominic's hanging back to hand out candy if anyone comes by. Sally's gone to hand out pamphlets on where to compost your pumpkin. Girl knows how to party. Well, then let's get going. I can't believe they tried to play a trick on me like that. They're really starting to freak me out. I guess it's in all good fun. Together we make our way back down to the party site, another house on campus. 10 minutes later, well, just in time, we're staring at an incredibly well-decorated house. Whoever did the decoration really went all out. This whole place is covered in cobwebs. I can even see some cutouts that look like ghosts in some of the windows. A welcome to you, our most esteemed guests of honor. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, Brain. I presume you are the inspectors we sent for. Huh? You may call me Butler. We rang the constables to solve a ghastly murder in our quaint dormitory. I thought you were they. No? Well, please come in. I look at the other roomies, who all appear to be just as confused as I am. I don't know why he's talking that way. Because I'm giving him that voice. That's why he's talking that way. But he enters through the front door and gestures for us to enter as well. I heard it was a theme party. I didn't know it was going to be like this. Wow, I've heard of the murder mystery parties. This could be a lot of fun. This way, this way, please. Do mind the corpse. Mind the... Before Rakesh can finish, we've all entered and are staring at the bloody corpse in the middle of the hall. There are about 10 other people here with us. Some of the others are talking amongst themselves about the body. It's actually really well done. It looks very believable. Poor Mr. Body. He owns this building. Well, owned. He donated a rather large sum to the college, apparently on behalf of a student he had a particular fondness for. Actually, it's rather odd, but he'd been filling out these cards when he sent me out. They have your names on them. Butler hands everyone in the room a card with their name on it. So that's why we had to RSVP for this thing. I opened my card and inside it says, "You are Mr. Bodyguard's #1 salesperson. You're innocent, but the murderer is out there. At 7, you are refueling your vehicle." Hey, what did you guys get? The other opens theirs and peers at them for a moment. Please do not discuss the contents of your letters until a constable arrives. We wouldn't want anyone to tamper with the evidence. While we wait, please avail yourselves to the amenities. There is a kitchen down the hall, the study is that way, and the sitting room is through that door. I expect there may be clues about. I'm sure you'll discover something along the way. So, what's going on? Looks like you're on the case, hot stuff. Time to figure out who murdered this poor sap. The sap, oh god. This game is afoot, as it were. It's elementary, my dear Rakesh. Oh, this will be so much fun. Well, I think I know I'd like to investigate. I think I know what I'd like to investigate. Down, dead boy. It appears we must solve this dreadful crime. Who doesn't love a good mystery? You're way too into this, hun. This might be pretty cool. I think I'm going to go see what I can find in the study. Butler, is there food in the kitchen? Indubitably. I shall take that as a yes and go to feed myself. I think I'm just going to get off my feet in the sitting room. You're terrible, Max. I want to search this room. I want to search this room for clues. Come find me in the kitchen. I will make something for both of us. Yes, I'll be along to confer with you all later. While we are making our plans, so is everyone else. Soon enough, the crowd disperses. Only the butler is left. So, butler, any roles I should know? Well, I shouldn't break character, but everything you need to know is in the building, and I can tell you that I didn't do it. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'll be in character too. What exactly happened, butler? I'm afraid I don't know much. Feel free to look over the body for clues. I'll answer your questions as you like. Perfect. I'll begin my investigations immediately. No evildoer will escape my trap. The only question now is, where to start? Enter. I'm pressing enter. This game isn't consistent with enter, like the enter button. Clicking is fine, but the enter doesn't work half the time. Clearly there are 4 rooms to visit, if I include the main hall here. There are probably clues in each of them, not to mention my friends. I guess I'll just have to figure out which one to visit first. I'm gonna investigate... main hall. Time to investigate the main hall. After all, there is a body here to look into. I look around the room just to get my bearings. There are some stairs going up here, so that seems to be out of bounds for the game. The main entrance is here too. The butler appears to have gone back outside to wait for the police. The body lies before me. Whoever did it up did a great job. It almost looks like a real person. Well, a real person who's had the back of their skull caved in. The body is wearing a very nice 3-piece suit that's been treated very roughly. Whoever got to him must have had a fight on their hands. There are holes and tears all over. The man was also clearly well-to-do. A gold watch peeks out from under one of his sleeves. I almost don't want to touch the body. The effects are so real. If you need to search for clues here, ma'am, feel free. Thank you, butler. Well, I guess that's as much of a push as I'm gonna get. I take a look at the watch on his wrist. It's definitely seen better times. The strap is nearly broken off, and the face is definitely broken. A little blood has gotten onto it, on the strap, and on the knob on the side. The watch hands have stopped moving, stuck pointing at 7. I decided to go through the pockets of his jacket as well, after a few moments of ruffling around. My hand grasps something. It looks like a key. It's very small, with one of those round bodies like they use in vending machines. So it's probably for a lockbox or safe or something. This guy doesn't seem like the type to need to get into vending machines very often. There doesn't appear to be anything else of note on this body. Well, butler, I think it's time you told me what you know. Exactly what happened here. Very well. Here's the sordid tale. I was here when the master returned from work at 6 in the evening. He was certainly planning on throwing a costume party tonight. All the individuals to you, all the invitations to you were sent off ages ago. At 6:55, the master noticed that we were dreadfully short of port for the evening. He immediately sent me to acquire more for the night. Obviously, I don't really know what happened while I was gone. I arrived back from the shops at 7:30. I enter to find the hideous scene you see before you. I called the police, of course, but then you all began arriving, and, well, you know where we got from there. Did you hear any strange noises when you were leaving? Any sign of a struggle? If we assume his watch broke at the time of assault, it wasn't long after you left. No, I don't recall hearing anything unusual as I left. It was actually very quiet. And there was nothing here... And there was nothing here when you got back? No, I checked all the rooms and nobody was about. Are there any other entrances or exits? Well, there's a back entrance, but it was still locked when I checked it. All right, well, thank you, butler. Of course, ma'am. I think that's all. I'm going to get out of this place for now. Well, that was certainly a good place to start. Question, where next? Okay, sitting room. Looks just like our common room, but with a nicer TV. It even looks like someone brought in a small bar. Upon closer inspection, it looks like it's got all kind of juices, but no alcohol. Which makes sense. This is school property after all. I make myself a quick glass of juice and scan the people here. Max is sitting on one of the recliners next to the TV, watching some kind of sports highlight coverage. A few other people are sitting in various other parts of the room, but they all seem to be nattering about nothing. Thank you. God. Come to think of it, I haven't really seen all those other people much. Most of them must have just come here to discuss things. Looks like a bunch of them have juice glasses. Hello, Max. Hiding out in here, huh? Well, maybe a little. I have my reasons. Well, speaking of reasons, maybe we should talk about your story here. I'm so all over this case, Max, and I'm gonna solve it. So out with it. All right. It's not like I have anything to hide, cutie. Don't you cutie me. You're not going to distract me. Yeah. Look, Mr. Body has 2 daughters. His older daughter, Hillary, married me. Shotgun wedding? What? No. Oh, please, like you're the marrying type, Max. Hey, I could be. What if I found the right girl? Or 3. Exactly. Anyway, according to my card, I married her, so shut up. Stay in character, Max. You were doing really well. You're really enjoying yourself, aren't you? You get into this sleuth stuff, don't you? Oh, yeah, I used to love all these pulp detection novels. Back to you. Why'd you do it? Was it the money? Hey, the money was just a nice perk. I don't think that makes me a bad person. I take it Mr. Body was against it. He wasn't exactly thrilled, but he didn't object. His daughter's a grown woman. She can make her own decisions. So you didn't get along with Mr. Body? Maybe not at first, but he gave me a job at his company, and we've been fine ever since. I'm not his favorite person or anything, but we're not sniping at each other either. So where were you at 7? Hillary asked me to make nice, so I don't leave the office until then every night. You can check with anyone in the office, and they'll tell you. So how are Hillary's finances these days? She's doing fine. Max looks away from me for a moment, watching the television screen. Okay, one last thing, Max. Can you look at this for me? I hand him the small key. He turns it over a few times, then hands it back to me. That's one of his safe keys. Probably one of the ones in the office. He keeps all the really important stuff in there. You know, the dirty stuff. Dirty stuff? Hey, he was a big businessman. You didn't think it was all sunshine and rainbows, did you, doll? Nice. Do you know who he might have had dirt on? Don't know. His bodyguard might know more. He was pretty deep in. All right, I suppose that's enough now. Thank you for your cooperation, Max. No problem, Sleuth. Good luck on this case. It's a tricky one. He winks at me as I leave the room. So that's interesting, because last time it was a cancellation slip. I didn't find a key. I found a cancellation slip of a check. So this will be a different person. I mean, on the bright side, I know it's not Isabella. Sorry. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. I hear Mr. Body was about to break things off with his mistress. No mistress takes kindly to that sort of thing, especially if they're not doing the breaking up. Well, anyway, that's another room down. Only question now is where to go next. I'm going to go investigate Rakesh, because I think it's a bodyguard this time. I think it's time to visit the kitchen. Okay, so quick question. Not a question, but a quick statement. The reason I didn't choose Isabella first last time is because I didn't want to get a -5. I was pretty confident it was her, considering it was a timesheet and she was the secretary. But, I didn't want to choose her first, and unfortunately it was her, but you did have the option to protect them, and that's where I went wrong. You see, that's where I went wrong, because I didn't know you could protect them, even though it was right in front of me. But, yeah, here we go. Just ignore that I'm a big dum-dum. I think it's time to visit the kitchen. Maybe I can catch up with Rakesh. I wander down the hall into what looks like a little break room. There's a refrigerator and a microwave in there. There's even one of those little electric grills plugged in. I see Rakesh applying peanut butter to some bread slices at the counter next to the refrigerator. Digging around inside the fridge, I see a girl I don't know. Whoa. Those background noises sound like they're right behind me in my room. That is creepy. Let me know when you find the jelly, Roxanne. Yes, I'm looking. I don't know if they have any. How did you talk me into this anyways? Because I make an excellent sandwich. Hey, Rakesh. Anne, welcome. I'll get more bread. What is a kitchen without snacks, Who's your new friend? This is Roxanne. Apparently she was staying here in the building to sort out some of her affairs. Oh, and what would those affairs be, Miss Roxanne? That unfortunate murder case in the Great Hall is my father. He called me here under some pretense of having something to tell me. It was apparently going to be something about his new lover. Honestly, if he weren't paying my way through college, I wouldn't have listened to anything the old bag had to say. Well, he was quite well-to-do. And how did you fit into his plans, if you don't mind me asking, miss? Hopefully, I didn't fit into them at all. He was a terrible person, a womanizer, and a philanderer. You still took his money to attend school, however. Have you seen the interest rates on student loans? Sure, I did what I had to, but I hated that man. I hated him to his bones. I won't deny it. I've got nothing to hide. Roxanne slams a jar of jelly on the counter next to Rakesh and storms out of the room. Rakesh finishes making the sandwiches and hands me one. Well, Rakesh, what's your story? Did you know the man in there? Ah, yes. Well, as to my story, I'm not sure if you ever saw me around the office. I was Mr. Body's bodyguard. He did not feel I was necessary when he was in his own office. Still, I saw you a time or two. He was your boss as well, huh? Did you two get along? Oh, yes, he was a very strict boss. And you didn't like him? That's not true at all. Well, maybe a little true. I was not fond of him, but one does not need to be fond of one's employer to remain employed. Is that correct? I suppose that's true, but surely you could have found somewhere else to work. Mr. Body was very persuasive. Oh, Mr. Body was very persuasive. You don't sound like a loyal employee. Perish the thought. At any rate, I did not have anything to do with this terrible crime out there tonight. That is for certain. So, where were you around 7 tonight? What time was that? An hour before we got here. I was just finishing up with an art class. I was doing a bit of life modeling. I didn't know you did that. Well, art is a bit of a side passion of mine. We both chuckle at that. I would chuckle too. Well, art is a bit of a side passion of mine. Hew. Mr. Body said that he wouldn't need me tonight, so I took the opportunity. Just one last thing, Rakesh. Can you look at this for me? I hand the key over to Rakesh. He looks it over, seeming very nervous for a moment. Where did you get this? From his body. Do you recognize it? It looks like a key to one of his safes upstairs. I suppose that's good you got it from his body. I was afraid it meant that his keys had been stolen. You recognize the safe it goes to? Oh, I just guessed. It seems like the right type. Well, I'd like to show it around, so if I could get it back. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. No problem. Okay, well, thank you, Rakesh. Make sure to find me if you think of anything else. Most definitely. Thank you, Anne. I think there was definitely more to Rakesh's relationship with Mr. Body than he's saying, but I'll have to figure it out as I go. So yeah, this one's guaranteed it's Rakesh, and I'm gonna actually protect Rakesh. I'll probably show you what it is like accusing him, and then I'll show you what it's like blaming him. But I'm like 90% sure it's Rakesh. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. Oh god. Yawn burp. I have no idea what that was. Please ignore that. Oh yeah, I totally heard his bodyguard wanted out of his job, but couldn't get out from under the body's thump. Thump or thumb? Did I just... Thumb. Wow, I don't know. I should not be reading, I guess. Okay. There's definitely some dirt involved there. Well, anyway, there's another room down. Only question now is where to go next. I'm going to investigate the study, even though I know it's Rakesh, because it's going to be different than last time. And I'm actually that impressed that they're making this many different stories, because everything in this entire scene was a little bit different because of what pathway I was going through. Time to visit the study. I think Isabella came in here. One of the classrooms has been converted for the evening. Looks like there are people relaxing all over. Some even put a few pipes on a coffee table between some of the chairs. They probably haven't been used, since I'm pretty sure this is a non-smoking building. Isabella is sitting on one of the chairs, idly leafing through a book. I don't know if she's reading or not, actually. Enter, there we go. Hey, Isabella! Oh, there you are, hun. Finally come to see what I was up to. I've been looking forward to seeing you. So have you discovered any clues? I may know some things you don't. The real question here is, how are you going to get me to tell them to you? Oh, I have ways of making you talk, Isabella. It's actually pretty fun playing the investigator. I always loved the femme fatale types in the old crime novellas I've read. Isabella, for her part, leans far back in the chair, crossing her legs and steepling her fingers as she looks me over. Oh, do tell. I'm all ears. Well, I guess I could, interrogate you? Ho, does a little girl want to use a little force to come and get what she wants? I do like a woman who knows what she wants. Isabella's teasing me again, but it does work well for a character like hers. I can't buckle now. That's right, Isabella. I do know what I want. I walk over to her chair, putting my hands on the armrests and leaning my face in close to hers. And what I want is for you to tell me what you know. Everything you know. Isabella smiles a sort of languid smile as she looks into my eyes. Well, since you asked so nicely. So what's your story here, Isabella? Well, you know Mr. Body was my boss. We've worked together for God's sake. I've been his secretary for 3 years now. Did you have any problems with your boss? Of course not. We got along famously. Everyone knows he was always hanging off my every word. And was there anything else going on between you two? I'm sorry. What? What do you mean? Well, come on, Isabella. It's the oldest story in the book, right? Beautiful secretary and the older, lecherous boss. So you do think I'm beautiful, eh? That's progress. I try not to blush. She's trying to throw me off the scent, which is proof that something is going on. I decide to try a different tactic. Of course I do, Isabella. You're damn pretty. How long did it take for you to have them wrapped around your little finger? Oh, not long at all. Wait. Fine, yeah. We messed around for a bit. It was nothing serious, just a little harmless fun. Ha! I knew it! And did his wife know about this harmless fun? Well, if it's harmless, she wouldn't really need to know about it, would she? I figured. So where were you around 7? Ugh, don't remind me. That was just before we got here, right? You asked why Chad didn't come? Well, just ask the patrons at my cafe. They'd tell you why he didn't come. We had a huge fight when he told me he had to go bail someone out of jail. He left at 7, and I went home to prepare to come here with you. How far away is the cafe from here? I don't know, about 15 minutes. Okay, one more question. Take a look at this for me. I hand the key over to Isabella, who turns it over in her hands a few times before handing it back. Looks like a key to one of his safes. I'm surprised there was only the one. He must have had 3 dozen of the things. I don't know which safe it goes to, though. He generally didn't let me at his safes. Well, thank you for your time, Isabella. No problem, detective. Hope you figure out who did this and bring them to justice. Isabella winks at me and goes back to idly leafing through her books on the comfy chair. Well, there was clearly an affair happening between her and Body, but that's not necessarily evidence she did it. I'll have to investigate further. No, you're done. You're done. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of the other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of the conversation. Oh yeah, I always see the boss's son-in-law's Ferrari there at 7. I don't dare touch it. He's got the alarm set so sensitive. But it's a nice car. Well, anyways, that's another room down. Only question now is where to go next. Make my accusation. There we go. Oh god, that scared me. A bird flew by my window outside and it terrified me. Butler, gather the people. I think it's time we closed this case. Very well, madam. The butler runs around, gathering up the other suspects in this little mystery. Oh yeah, these sound effects sound like there's people behind me, and it's so creepy how realistic it sounds. Tonight, someone in this room committed a heinous crime. Someone who thinks they've gotten away with it. Unfortunately for that person, I happen to show up. I've yet to meet a mystery I couldn't solve and a perp I couldn't finger. Isabella snickers behind her hand, and I try not to blush. She's really quite terrible. And that's why I brought you all here before the scene of the crime, because it's now quite obvious who the killer is. Who? Easy, Rakesh. In his case, I assume you'd lie to protect him, but I'm assuming it's not gonna hurt. I'm assuming it's not gonna hurt. If it's gonna hurt, I'm just gonna go back and redo it. I take a last look around the room, drawing a quick breath as I begin. Business can get ugly. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You can never know who you can trust, and that's why you make sure you're the one with the edge. How do you get that edge? Well, that's up to you. Mr. Body, for instance, chose to get his edge with dirt, blackmail. Isn't that right, Rakesh? After all, it's how he got you to work for him for so long. I don't know what... You didn't get here at 7. The butler would have heard the fight leading up to the murder. You have no doubt your alibi checks out until almost 7, but you checked out a little early, didn't you? You got here while the butler was away. You were sick of being a toady, so you came in to search for Mr. Body's safe, see if you can get out. But he caught you, didn't he? You gave chase and caught up with him here, smashing his skull in with the first thing you could find, and then for good measure, smashing his watch when you were done. By the blood on the adjustment knob on his watch, I can tell you set the time back to 7 so your alibi would check out. But you could never get into the safe you needed, because he had the key on him the whole time. I flashed the tiny safe key. This key here probably unlocks a whole ton of dirt on you, doesn't it? No, do not open that safe. I am not a man of means. When a man like Mr. Body gets something on you, it is impossible to get out from under him. I had to do this, did you not see? It was the way it had to be. He had to be stopped before he could do this to someone else. Poor Rakesh. Tell it to the police. Congratulations, Anne. You solved it. Oh, yeah, that's even good for Rakesh's storyline, if you do be honest. That's awesome. Isabella's a little mean, and you have to always fight for her, but And unfortunately, that's all the time we have. I want to thank you all for coming out to the Alpha Theta Rho fraternity's murder mystery evening. If you would like, please feel free to join us for a party proper at our house. Everyone claps loudly for the butler who takes a bow. People start heading out the door. The Latin House roomies gather in the lot. I can't believe how much fun that was. Did you see me in there? Definitely. Clearly you needed to channel some of that all the time, man. Oh yeah, you were definitely working it. She wasn't the only one. Well, hey, if you've got it, flaunt it. Though, I can't believe they made me the woman of some skeezy... I can't believe they made me the other woman for some skeezy old businessman. Well, if the shoe fits... Watch it, jackass. Everyone laughs at Isabella threatening to bite Max, chasing him around the lot. That was a lot of fun. Pretend to be someone else for the evening. I suppose that's what Halloween is all about, yes? I suppose that's very true, Rakesh. Nice work. Well, now that I'm done with pretending to be a sexy office worker, I think it's time to pretend to be a drunk vampire who wants to go get some research material. Hear, hear. Are you really just going to pretend to be drunk? Everyone just stares at Rakesh for a moment before we all head off, laughing to the frat house. That's something I pointed out last time too, is like, you're not gonna pretend to get drunk, are you? And everyone's just like, nope, we're getting drunk. Wow, that's an hour. There were a lot of events this week, and I probably shouldn't have done all of them. In all fairness, I probably shouldn't have done all of them. But, God, we're gaining everything. How am I not getting the organized tab? I have that. I have that. I should be getting these. I should be getting those. That's not right. No. I don't know why I'm not getting those. But, all right. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!